think we're going to see another crash out. Another crash out that's going to be glorious. What do you mean, kid, another crash out? What are you talking about there, buddy? Hey, buddy, what are you talking about? What you talking about there, buddy? Oh, I love it. It's Nancy Pelosi. You know, Nancy Pelosi's 84 years old. Does insider trading. Check out Unusual Whales if you're not following them, because Nancy Pelosi does a lot of that stuff for Unusual Whales. You know, the Unusual Whales found out so much about her. You know, about how the Democrats and Republicans are, doing again. Very suspicious insider trading. And Nancy Pelosi is like the world heavyweight champion. I mean, she is making that cash money. And so I want to pull this video up here because Nancy Pelosi had the audacity to start talking about Donald Trump. So 84-year-old Nancy Pelosi, who likes to eat ice cream, starts stuttering her words just seconds before claiming Trump is the one who is in cognitive decline. Now, we know that Biden's in cognitive decline, but Nancy, I don't know if you should be talking all that shite if you also seem to be struggling. I take no joy in this, but a part of me also does.
I do want to start with those comments because, I mean, your family knows better than just about any family in America the very real consequences of Trump's violent rhetoric. And I just want to get your reaction to what he just said at this rally, what we just played for the audience.
Good morning. Wonderful to be with you again on this weekend before the election. I think that what the ex-president just said is further indication of his cognitive degeneration. You saw recently we was talking about whether he chose electrocution or being eaten by sharks. Something's very wrong there. And indicative in it also is diminishing the power of the press, which is the guardian of our freedom in our country. So I think people who might thinking about voting for him have to know that he can't last as president for 4 years with his brain deteriorating at the rate that it is, and is clearly evident. And they may be voting for President Vance, which would be a horrible thing for our country. You're right. Our family has experienced the violence. Where is Nancy? Where is Nancy? Coming into our house, violating the sanctity of our home, the safety of my husband, looking for me, echoing what was said on January 6th in the Capitol.
Oh, God, it's always January 6th. She's stuttering, she's stammering, and they always focus on January 6th, January 6th, January 6th, January. I hate that day. Honestly, I'm not looking forward to January 6th when it comes around, because you'll be like, is it going to happen? Again, oh no, we almost lost our democracy. Even the news reporter there, the face she's making, it's like, I can't believe I'm getting paid for this. Well, then again, maybe she has no soul. But anyways, regardless of which, Democrats, old hagbag Nancy seems to be, forgetting, that she is one of the many architects of things being terrible as they are. Well, again, folks, if you're not following Unusual Whales, please do so. They're a great account, and they're going to show you what your fantastic lawmakers are doing. Most notably doing insider trading. And boy, oh boy, you are going to be shocked by this. They're always making a huge financial killing. Look at this. Look at all these people. Now, Nancy, she's not top of the list, but she's in the top bracket, though. A lot of insider trading there. All this money in returns. Look at all this. Look at all this, people. You got all these politicians doing this great insider trading. Look at this. All these lawmakers. They're making all this cash, all this money. And they're all doing it, including old hagbag Nancy herself. You even got MTG. You know me. You got row your boat, O'Connor. You got so many people. Even Turtle Boy Mitch McConnell. It's not only just the U.S. House of Representatives. It's everybody. It's everybody. And look, hey, Nancy Pelosi stock tracker. All of them seem to be doing really good. All of them seem to be great. All of them seem to be doing awesome. But look, even Trump's been commenting on it.
But Sleepy Joe said, I don't want to leave. You're leaving, Joe. This was crazy, Nancy. She's such a bad one. She's already plotting a move to try and impeach him. she's a bad, sick woman. She's crazy as a bedbug. Remember she ripped up the paper behind me? She could have gone to jail for that. You're not allowed to do that. I think Nancy Pelosi is a disgrace. They impeached me on no evidence. I did nothing wrong. Fortunately, the Republicans stood up for me 100%. But Nancy Pelosi is a disgrace. The hatred she brings, she's got real hatred. And yet she can sell a stock like Visa last week, right? And the following day, they announced a major investigation into Visa, but she got out. And the fake news back there does nothing about it. They should be ashamed of it.
So, what can we learn from this? First of all, whatever happens on election night, I mean, a part of me is hoping just to see Trump get in office just because I want to see Nancy Pelosi's reaction. And yes, somebody did post a meme in that other Twitter thread down there showing Nancy Pelosi, I guess, investing her stock money into something. That's a fake image. And I wish I didn't scroll down that far because now my brain is permanently scarred and I'm actually vomiting and crying in the inside. My soul can only take so much. But at the end of the day, folks, election night. If Trump does win, oh, God, it's not only the liberals that I'm seeing to have a meltdown. I kind of want to see these Democrat lawmakers cry. I want to see them cry. I want to see them panic. I just want to see the full blown panic. I want to see them cry. I want to see them yell. I want to see them get angry. And folks, there's going to be not only passive aggressiveness done by Democrats and liberals, but there's going to be so much anger from your favorite U.S. Senator or U.S. House Representative that's a Democrat. I mean, the meltdown will be glorious. And I hope it does come into fruition. The world needs laughter now more than ever. And I am ever hopeful that third parties are able to succeed in getting at least enough votes to be recognized, that coveted 5%. That would be a sight to see. We shall see indeed. But election night, 2024. Tune in to Hard Lens Media. We'll be going live at 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. And we got ourselves a treasure trove of beautiful, lovely people tuning in. It's going to be a great time. It's going to be an awesome time. And the only way you're going to do it is by tuning in. Plus, we're going to have even Jesse Jet pop in there as well. Jesse Jet's going to pop in with some music because we're going to need some music breaks, Jesse Jet's going to be awesome. So, tune in or else.
I guess this isn't such an awful place. Is that what you want me to say? You prove it's possible to sleep for days and to still think you're right here awake. The cost of living isn't much to make, but God, it's so hard to save. And when they told you everything was safe, were you safe? Were you safe? Were you safe? Were you safe? I guess this isn't such an awful place. Is that what you want me to say? You prove it's possible to sleep for days and to still think you're right here awake. The cost of living isn't much to make, but God, it's so hard to say. And when they told you everything was safe, were you safe? Were you safe? Were you safe? Were you class is the brand new cancerous growth who has come here to vie for your vote. Come here to cry at the camps and to mourn at the shore for the bodies that float by the wreck of an immigrant boat. Then it's back to their luxury home, couple security booths and a moat. Couple cigars, little escargot, little booze and a soak. Just breathe in the steam and the smoke. Pink salt, lavender, candles are low. Shit, when you do what you do, gotta lighten the load. And he got a life of his own that's a sight to behold. And it's a lot to control, to decipher the code, or to siphon the soul. The cost of a good night's sleep for the working elite is a bargain, no matter the toll. Worth any wager, and that comes straight from the mouth of the means to the goal that will swallow us whole. Ripe for the picking if you don't mind mold, and you know I don't. Maybe we're pleasantly prone, maybe we're taking a licking, compliantly ticking and ticking and ticking, but never explode. No, I don't deliver the prettiest image, but damn if it isn't an accurate vision of natural fission, of rage at the system and abject heartbreak, patiently waiting for any who will listen. That little blue bird who was watching your words is a federal carrier pigeon, a Langley first. It's a patient observer who hears what it wants and is trained for the worst. Oh, you got nothing to hide. They'll be the ones to decide that after they root through your purse, after they read all your text, after they raid your apartment, confiscate all of its contents, then conjure up evidence out of the air on a wing and a prayer and malicious intelligence nonsense. Any presumption of innocence long since gone, right along with your comforts and constants. Historically first they will come for the communists. So why in the fuck would I say I'm a communist? Well, it might be I love my community more than the monsters of opulence who are holding us hostage, who are vomiting promises. Might be I'm all done seeing our pensions and benefits harvested. Might be I'm all done watching the populace being disarmed in the guise of an armistice. Watching a woman collapse on the floor who will rise no more. She's wheeled out the door and you're next in line for the pharmacist. If you can get me to vote, it's a hard no confidence. But part of the charm of deception is politics wearing the mask of incompetence. It's all in the art of austerity, darling. It's all in the slide of the providence. Until home is as wide as your cubicle height and is only as deep as your coffin is. Maybe I'm miles away from impatience, aching to break off the head of the snake where the capital lust, reptile brain, and the margin of profit is. Like off with his. Like off with his.
I guess this isn't such an awful place. Is that what you want me to say? You prove it's possible to sleep for days and to still think you're right here awake. The cost of living isn't much to make, but God, it's so hard to save. And when they told you everything was safe, were you safe?
All lies will be exposed.